Hello, Brian Dog Fanboy here, and today I'm going to review Denshi Sentai Denjiman. Well, actually written as Denshi Sentai Denziman, but I'm going to say it was pronounced. Now, this is the fourth Super Sentai series, and it was released back in 1980, and it consists of 49 episodes. It's it is also the second Super Sentai series uh, to be made between the deal between Toei and Marvel. And as for which Marvel character was the inspiration for this series, well, I will get to that during the review. Now, the first episode starts when the narrator talks about how 3,000 years ago, a giant fortress landed on Earth. And those shows, primitive people reacting to what's going on, and other they didn't understand it, but they were scared. And then the fortress landed. Now, this fortress is called Denjiland, or really Denjilando, but well, in it there was this robotic dog called Aichi, and well, he was in suspended in a chamber in suspended animation, waiting for when he need to be activated. Now, 3,000 years later, in the year 1980, Aichi started to awake. That is because an evil group known as the Beta Ichimi, which means Vader Clan, they started to attack Earth, and Aichi went on to recruit 5 people to become the protectors against this evil group. Now, for the Beta Ichimi, well, the leader is a woman named Hitorin Yao. She is the queen, and well, she wears this black and purple outfit with a cape, and she wears this headdress with that looks like branches. And the reason for that is was because she was inspired by the Marvel villainess Hela, who is known as an enemy of war, and the character became famous when was played by Kate Blanchett in the movie for Ragnarok. Also, the actress who plays Centurion would eventually play Pandora from Guru Senda Urantia, and the, pe- the people of the West, she is mostly known as Rita Repulsa from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You know, other members of the Beta Ichimi are, Hitarian's general, a man named Hidoro Shogun. And he wears this kind of like a silver armor and this silver helmet with one big horn on one side and a smaller horn on the other. And another interesting thing is that the actor who plays him also played uh, Yabushiro Takiya from Spider-Man, the Spider-Man TV series that was made in Japan. I already reviewed that series, so you can check it out if you haven't already. Now, other members are these 2 women called Mira and Kera. Now, Mira, she wears the yes, this gold outfit and a golden helmet with antennas on it, and also she has the ability to turn into a mirror, and for whenever Hidorian wants to look at her reflection, and she does the famous mirror on the wall thing, just like the evil queen from Snow White. Now, As for Kira, she wears a silver dress and a silver helmet with a lens on it. Also, the foot soldiers of this group, they're called Tusslers, and they wear these black outfits, and on the left side, on the upper part of the costume, are like a skeleton rib, and on the left side of their mask, oh yeah, they wear black masks and have a that looks like have a skull, and they carry sickles, just like the Grim Reaper. Oh, and the monsters of the Beta Ichimi, they're called the Beta Kaputsus. But I'm going to say Kaputsu for short. Beta Kaibutsu, yes. But I'm going to say Kaibutsu for short. No. Oh, and also the resident, the residents of the Beta Ichimi, well, they reside in this flying castle called the oh yes, Beta Majo, which resides in the Beta dimension. No, back on Earth, Aichi has already started on recruiting the new heroes. The first person he went to was a man named Agaki Ibe, and Aichi told him that he is now Denshi Riddle. The next person that Aichi came to was a woman named Momai. Oh, I forgot to mention Agaki Ibe. He uh, he is a karate instructor. Well, the second person was a woman named Momoi Akira, and she is a tennis player, or is training to be one for tournaments and such. And when Aichi was about to recruit her, well, her coach was attacked by the enemy, and then after that happened, Aichi told Akira that he is now Denji Pinku. The next person we meet up is the yeah, I think it was assigned this. His name is Kiyama Jun, and well, during an investigation, I think it was well, Aichi came to him and said that he's now Denji Yero. The next person is a detective, and he well, he and his father were working on a case, and then suddenly once again, oh yeah, the detective I'm talking about, his name is yeah, Mitorigawa Tatsuya. And while he and his father were working in a case, the PD Ichimi killed him, and then Aichi came and told Tatsuya that he's now Denji Green. And then the last person we meet is a man named Omoi Taikuro, who is a circus acrobat, and he noticed something was wrong, and then Aichi came and told him that he's now Denji Blue. And then the five recruits had came to Denji Lando, and they were told about the I don't know if it was in this episode or the second one, but oh no, I think it was well anyway they were told that it's now their job to protect Earth from the Beta Ichimi, and each member were given a ring, and to activate it, they have to yell, do this, Denji Spark, and they change into their Denjiman forms or Denji forms with no, For a yeah, eBay, his Denji form is a red costume with a white stripe, white gloves, white boots, a red helmet with a black visor, some kind of silver mouthpiece, and on top of the helmet, some kind of a black, like a round black circle. Oh no no no! It was a circle that shows circus on it. For Denji, for Olmei, his no for Daikoro, his Denji form is a blue costume with two blue stripes, yeah, white gloves, white boots, a blue helmet with a silver mouthpiece, a black visor, and of course, on top of the helmet, like this circle with circuits with in for uh, June, his Tenji form is a yellow costume with three white stripes, yellow gloves, yellow boots, a yellow helmet with a black visor and a silver mouthpiece. Oh, and on the helmet is a circle with circuits. For Tatsuya, his Tenchi form is a green costume with four green stripes, white gloves, white boots, a green helmet with a black visor, a silver mouthpiece, and on top of the helmet is a circle with circuits. And for Akira, her Tenchi form is the pink costume with five white stripes, white gloves, white boots, a pink helmet with a black visor, a silver mouthpiece, and oh yeah, a circle that shows circuits. Yeah, so and together they are. Oh yeah, I don't remember if I said like Dinky Queen was the Queen Helmet, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. And now all five is are Denshi Sentai Denjiman, which means Electron Squadron Electromagnetic Man, and they went off to fight the first Kaibutsu of the series. And oh yes, they started to fight them, and then eventually, then oh yes, for one of the first attacks, well, Denji Redo used this thing called the Denji Punchu, which are these like metallic clubs. There are others attacks as well, but I couldn't remember all. Anyway, the fun eventually they grabbed these dagger things called the Denji sticks, and all five combined them to make the Denji Burrento, and use it on the Kaputsu. And according to the narrator, a beta Kaputsu can change its size. And oh, I forgot to mention that for the Kaibutsus, they well, how their form is that oh no, no, I think that's in the next episode. Yeah, so the Kabutsu he became bigger, and then the Denjiman what they called on a giant vehicle known as the Denji Daiga, and how they call up summon it is by doing this. Well, I think it was Denji Red who does it, and he said like Denji Daiga Ajin, and now come the Denji Tiger, which is a giant vehicle, and the Denji Tiger opens up, revealing a giant jet known as the Denji Fighter, and then the Denji Fighter to fly it then. Eventually, it turned into a robot known as the Dai Denji, and this is the first ever transforming robot in a Super Sentai series. So Denjiman had a transformer before the Transformers, and they got in. Oh, and the way they go inside the dying robot is by going to one of the feet of it, and then take an elevator up to the cockpit and use and start to fight the Kakutsu. And one of their main weapons to use for the Taidenji is this mace called the Denshi Boru. And then the finishing weapon they use is a sword called the Denshi Can. And, and then they yell out electric full moon slash. Of course, they say it in Japanese, which slices Takagutsu in half. And the Digimon won the first battle. Now, in the next episode, well, we are shown the process of oh yes, of how a kaibutsu is made. You see, what the beta ichibi does is they grab something called a beta egg, and they put in some kind of machine, and then also hatches a kaibutsu instead of that. Now, in the same episode, well, Akira didn't want to continue on, as part of the Denjiman because she wanted to focus more on, her tennis because she owed it to her owed it to her coach to continue training. And try you team tried to reason with her that it was the reason she was chosen to be part of the team, but Akira was please sit down and continue her training. And also in the episode we learn about the planet Denshi. I mean the planet Denshi and that it was once a beautiful civilization, with advanced science and also the nature of Denshi is also also natural beauty everything. However, the Beta Ishimi started to attack, and the people of the plantation started to fight against him. However, by the time where they need to beat Beta was completed, it was too late. And so the survivors of Planet Denji went into Denji Land, and they traveled to space and arrived on Earth, and in hopes that that one day technology could be used to defeat the Beta Ichimi. Now, uh, back to the episode. Well, Akira. Eventually Akira came around, and she realized that you know how important it is, to protect Earth from um, the Beta. So she decides to rejoin the team and plan on going back to her tennis training once the enemy is defeated, once and for all. Now, in episode 3, it was revealed that the Denjiman are are now all instructors at an athletics club. For things like boxing, swimming, karate, you name it. No, another episode we meet a recurring person, this woman, a police woman. Her name is oh, Masawa Shiko, and yeah, she is a fan of Tatsuja, and she worked. at the same police department as he did, before he left to become a Denjiman. And there was a scene where Tetsuya and Shiko were driving, and during a beta attack, I think it was by the Dazzlers, and well, Shiko was knocked off for a while, but as soon as she got up, she could have sworn that she saw Tetsuya turn Henshin into Denshi Green. And so after what she saw, she decided to investigate, find out what's the whole secret. And she went to the Alice Club, and well, there she met, oh yeah, Aichi, and she was afraid of him, referring to me as a beast. And well, when the Denji man found out, it was Aichi that she was afraid of, they explained to her that he is a pet. Actually, that she could never seen, a dog that looked like Aichi before. That's probably why she was afraid. And uh, she probably had some suspicions going on, but then during the rest of the series, she did not bother, with the investigation, and just did her job. I mean, she would help out the team, when she needed to, but a majority she was just being a regular policewoman. And also later in the series, we meet another policewoman who teams up with Chico. Her name is I think it's uh, yeah, Magai Tomoko, and of course she will be played by two different actresses, during the series. Like one for a while, and the second one, would replace her, for the rest of the series. Oh, and then we have the Denjiman movie, and well, it's supposed to take place. Well, it doesn't say exactly when, but it's supposed to take place after episode 8, but before episode 26. And that episode, I mean movie, well, it introduces Princess Denji. You see, what happened was that many people were being kidnapped, and especially this woman who has a daughter, and when she was kidnapped, and well, along with the other people, she's the one who could steer this kind of boat. And back in Denjiland, when the Denjiman with other fellows going on, well, the Denji computer will talk about something that happened, during those 3,000 years ago. And well, I actually doesn't remember because he was still in suspended animation, but Denji computer does. And what happened was that well, once the people, the remaining members of Denjiman arrive on Earth, you know, four women and three men, with one of the women being Princess Denji, will they arrive, and when I use this boat to explore Earth, and they look at was, and well, Princess Denji told she dresses a magic stone to a woman named Claire, and when Princess Denji left to patrol the universe, and well, but Princess Denji, before she left, she told her subjects to live among the Earth people, and yes, they did that, and most of them, yes, and also to repopulate the, well, I guess to mate with the people as well, so the Denshi line can continue, and where the people were being captured in back in 1980, well, the woman uh, who had a daughter, well, she was revealed that she is a descendant of the Denjiman, means the Denji people, which means because only so many a descendant of Denji can control the steer the boat, and her daughter happened to have the magic stone that was given to Claire, so it's a possibility that the woman and her daughter could be descendants of Claire, or at least one of the other Denji people who came to Earth. And what the Beta, they wanted that magic stone, but eventually, the Denjiman did their part to save the hostages and also keep the magic stone away from the enemy. And they celebrated the little girl's birthday party, and that was the end of the movie. Oh, and also the I think it was Akira who said that maybe the reason that they were chosen was because they too could be descendants of the Denji people. And the narrator asked if that's a possibility, although it was never revealed to be the rest of the series. I mean, that's a question that was left for the audience to wonder. Now, back to the series. Well, starting with episode, I think episode after episode 26, the there were some connections with the movie. Some episodes after, like there was a singer who was using some kind of using a singing to some kind of melody, and it was revealed that it was some kind of exorcism against the beta, and was a Denjiman must have thought that probably Princess Denshi came to Earth, I mean returned to Earth, and probably used some melody to at least made the melody to help the people of Earth. And then we have another this man who is said to be a descendant of the Denji as well. Studying about photographs, and let's see, anyway, some episodes later, we meet a new enemy known as the Rinky Mao, who is this tough man, like barbaric man, who wears this kind of silver armor and some kind of half a mask. And during his first battle with the Tenchi Man, well, neither one episode the other, he did uh, retreat to the Peter Majo and claimed that he's gonna stay with him for a while. Uh, and oh yeah, and also during his time at the Peter Majo, he was acting very rude and make fun of the Peter Ichimi for their failures. You know, yeah, I mean how that Ichimi constantly keeps defeated them, and also Hiro Shogun he has suspicions that Baringi has some kind of intentions that he's not telling anybody. No, then we get to another episode where well yes where Ibe thought he saw Princess Tenchi, and according to her, she wasn't really Princess Denshi, but yes, a kindergarten teacher, and then she has these three students who love her, as if she was their own mother. And well, trying to well, the Denjiman, trying to get well, finally could her Mario back, to make her see if she really is Princess Denji. And they showed the footage of what happened between the Peter Ichimi and the planet Denji, and then Takabutsu of that episode to do attack along with the rest of the beta. And and then finally, Princess Denji came, with a magic stone and said that if it's destroyed, then not only will she be destroyed, but so will the enemy. And as if to resist that, and then when she driven, nothing happened, which means it wasn't really Princess Denji, it was the teacher wearing disguise. Especially, the Denjiman fought the enemy and defeated the Kaputsu, and yes, and Princess Denji was, well, no, realized the woman that really fought with Princess Denji was, yes, a regular teacher, and there was nothing divine, nothing of the world alien about her. No, let's see. Then there's another episode where the beta was trying to, well, what we'll introduce is our mermaid princess, and well, the beta they plan to kidnap her and have the people of the mermaid tribe to join forces with them to destroy the humans. But eventually, the Denjiman defeated them, and also, well, the reason the mermaid princess left the water was because she was tired, of being told what to do, to do this happy on princess. But the Denjiman convinced her to go back, so keep her people safe, and so it will be nothing between the people of the humans and the mer people. No, then some episodes, few episodes after that, well, Hedro Shogun, has become so determined to defeat the Denjiman that he wanted to, you know, of course, during no, not yet. See, oh yes, well, turns out that one of the Kaputsus was working from Barinki. You see, Barinki, it was revealed that Barinki, he wanted to take over the Beta Major and have everybody in there be his subjects. And then once it revealed, so there was a fight between Hydra and Barinki, and eventually Barinki was defeated, and well, but instead of being killed, well, Hydorian decided to turn him into a candle. And so he was put down some kind of bed, and then his body came out, frozen as a candle holder. But this wasn't the end of Rinky because he has something up in mind. And then in the next episode, well, something was going on with one of the eggs, and it turns out that it wasn't a beta egg, but a Barinki egg, and it hatched in some kind of thing called the Barinki moth, or moth for short. And he freed Barinki from his camel prison, and finally took over. And then Mosa was sent in the next episode. Mosa was sent to fight that Denjiman, and oh yes, he oh yeah, Mosa has telekinetic powers, and Bing was getting bad for that Denjiman, and well, Hildra he didn't want Barinki to have the pleasure of being the one to defeat the Denjiman, so well, Hild- Hildra he asked the Dorian for the sword, and well, Dorian was really concerned about it, which shows that even though uh, they're evil, Hildorian and Hildra and Hildorian they really do care for each other, and Hildra she does care for all her subjects, and so really that there was nothing less to do. She agreed to give Hildra the sword, and Hildra went there to fight the Denjiman, and then he became gigantic, and eventually that Denjiman destroyed him, and that was the end of Hydro Shogun. And then, well, Ricky was still telling people, the fate of what to do, and however, Hidorian, along with Mir and Kero, were having, plans on how to get rid of him once for all. Even Mira was trying to give Barinki poison his drink, and but Mousa would prevent it. Like he knows it's not he knew it was poison. And then finally came a battle between Kira and Barinki, and well, Kira she turned the shield, but then was killed by Barinki. I mean, it was Mousa, but anyway, and then oh yes, there's only leave Mira as her only ally left. But well, according to Mira, she said that she likes a strong man, and was put down in a bed. But Hidori didn't die. She was put in a cell, and then Mira came in. So it really was, all a trick for to overthrow Perinki. And well, Mira she turned into a crystal ball, and to God, like you see, what happened was that there was another battle between Denjiman and Omosa, and well, eventually the Daidenji got really damaged, and the Denjiman had to retreat. But as things was getting, bad, they needed to go back to, fight the monster. But she wouldn't let him because he was so concerned for the safety. And then, but eventually they became so determined that she decided to let him go, and so they went on to fight. And then finally, Hitori and contacted IG, and was told that Moses' weakness is his tail. Now, back at Beta Majo, well, but Rinky came and tried to see what's going on, and well, Mira, he blinded Rinky. However, for revenge, or maybe it was Hitorian, but anyway, he can blind her. And then this other Mira, when she was in her crystal ball form, and then she went back to her normal form, but ended up dying. And then Hitorian killed Perinki, and that only left. And so Hitoria was the final one left of the Beta Ichimi. Now, back in the battle between the Denjiman and Mosa, well, Aishi started to control the Daidenshin, and well, he used I think his Neuralink or something to replace what was lost in the Daidenshin, and the Digimon started to pilot the Daidenshin, and then they were told that Mosa's weakness is his tail. That was his life force, and they used the electrofusion slash on it. Well, they hit it and destroyed Mosa. And then the Denjiman went out to beat the Majo, and they found Hedorian Majo Yao, and they were willing to attack her. However, before they could do anything, Hedorian told her that it's not really in the castle because what they're looking at is a holographic image. They have a message for them, which is that well, since all her subjects are now gone, that she's going to rest for a while, but she does plan on returning to expect her revenge. And the image was gone, and well, the fate of my show was going to explode. So the Danger Man they left, and then finally the beta castle was the beta major was destroyed, and that was the end of the beta Ichimi. And in honor of the to keep his name alive, the Denjiman started this new saga program that's named after IG. And the final episode ended with the narrator saying who will protect Earth after the Denjiman, and actually referring to the audience or the viewers. And that was the end of Denji Sentai Denjiman. Now, what do I think of this series? Yes, I think it was good. I mean, I did like it better than Battle Viva J, and I ended up having a crush on Akira because of how beautiful she is. As for whether children can watch this series or not, well, I'm trying to figure out anything that but I guess we can leave it as an up to the parents. So if you're a parent, then especially you watch this series yourself, then you can decide if whether to let your children watch it or not. So yes, I think that's all I can say about Denshi Sentai Denjiman, and also please subscribe to my channel because it will help me a lot, and also please share this video on social media like Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. So that's it. Until next time. Bye.